Here's one from Janet. Is it possible to have a miasm that is not inherited, but that is from one's own lifetime? Okay. Now, a miasm is an inherited distortion of the energy field resulting from a suppressed disease process or from a very powerful trapped emotion or some other energetic imbalance. Now, while a person may be suffering from something that may result in a miasm for their descendants, since they have the opportunity to correct their disease or release their trapped emotion, etc., they don't really have a miasm. I mean, by definition, a miasm is always inherited. So the answer really is no. So this is another thing that, of course, is in the body code. For those of you who don't have the body code, this might just seem like we're, what we're talking about. But anyway, I suppose most of you probably do. So yeah, these are interesting. Let me give you an example. Usually these are from some kind of a suppressed disease process, but they can also be, like I said, from some other energetic imbalance or a powerful trapped emotion. Let's say, for example, great-great-grandfather had tuberculosis, okay, and it was never really healed. It was suppressed with some things that he took to try to treat it, and then he conceives a child. Well, there's an energetic imbalance. There's a distortion in his energy field from that disease, and that may be passed down to that child. And it may be now that you actually have that distortion in the energy field. You don't have the tuberculosis. You don't have that organism, but what you've got is that distortion from great-great-great-grandpa, and now, because of that, your lungs are weaker than they should be, and you seem to always get lung infections, and you've had pneumonia several times in your life, and you tend to have asthma, etc. And the underlying reason really is that this energy field distortion was passed down to you. So, so that can be released, and it's interesting. I think we have another question about these as well. Yeah, here we go. This is from Acelia. She says, when I have determined the inheritance lineage, this is about miasms, do I release the miasm from all of the ancestors as well, like with inherited emotions? And do I check if the children have inherited it and release it from them also? And it's the same as with an inherited emotion, okay? You hold the intention to release it from anybody, living or dead, and then you just recheck. And you can check before and after. Before you release it, you can check and see, well, do any of my kids have this? You can find out who, and then you can release it and then retest it. So, yeah, great question.